Hello, welcome back today. In today's tutorial, I want to show you about Gitpod and how you can use it, because I must say that some folks that are building on this space may not have the best computer in terms of machine power, the RAM, the CPU, and all of that kind of things. Okay, but in this tutorial today, I'm going to show you how you can go about this and even make yourself like a secondary computer or a second computer that you can use on the web absolutely for free. And then you will use it to produce your application, run your blockchain services, your blockchain app, run your React front end or whatever, connect your MetaMask to and all that. I'm going to show you how you can implement all of those things in this particular tutorial. So if you're ready, smash that like and subscribe button and hit the notification bell, okay? And let's get into the tutorial. So before we continue on, I want to just show you like my Buy Me a Coffee platform where you can get all my courses. I currently have a course and a book right here, an ebook that you can get for these prices. It's very rich, you can check it out. It has a lot of these NFT minting things that you're going to be looking for, and it was built with React, Solidity, and Node.js. Okay, it has all those auction sales, minting features, royalty, biddable and non-biddable listing, IPFS integration, front-end development with Tailwind, and a whole lot of Solidity development with hard hat testing and a lot of integration with Ethers.js. Is very comprehensive. I spent a lot of time building this together and it's worth it. So go and grab your own copy of it. Okay, so that is it. Okay, we also have services that you can see: hourly consultancy, hourly classes, and hourly development services, which you can check. So the first thing you need to do is to go to the Gitpod website, which you can get at gitpod.io. okay, once you're there, you can start free, okay, and you can visit the dashboard. All right, so the dashboard, if you're not logged in, it's gonna want you to log in like you can see now, but you can only log in or sign up with any one of these providers: GitLab, GitHub, or Bitbucket. So I log in with GitHub. Okay, so it's gonna ask you to log in with your details, and once it is logged in, here you are. All right, so I kind of have like a repository, a workspace. But if you want to create a new workspace, a workspace is where you will be using to run this piece of work that you're about to do, this blockchain project. Okay, so I'm going to come here and look for one of my projects. Like, I want to run this project. This is a DApp project, an Airbnb clone that I just finished working on and all that. So this project, I want to run it on this space. So I'm not using my computer to run this. I'm going to use this workspace online to run that. So I just click on new workspace and type that. If it's a public repository, you can just copy the repository address here and paste in here, or you just look for DApp if you've already connected all your data together. So you just look for this particular repository. This is the repository right there. So you select that. After you select that, you can look for the editor that you want to use. Okay, there are many ways you can use this. You can use the browser, which is cool, and I really recommend this for folks that are using Windows and some other. It works with Windows as well. Okay, it works flawlessly with the browser, but I mostly like using it with my desktop, with my computer, I want to use my real Node.js application. And also they give you up to 4-core processor with 8 gig RAM and 30 gigabyte storage for running this piece of code only. So, or you can select the one of 8 cores, 16 gigabyte RAM and 50. All of these are going to account for the freedom that you have, because they give you a certain credit per month. I think 1,000 credit units per month for you to use. So if you exhaust that in a month, you have to wait, or you have to subscribe to upgrade to a bigger plan. So now I'm going to create this new workspace with that, and it's going to take a little bit of time to get together. And while it's working together, we're going to wait. We're going to pause this and come back once it is done. So now it is done, and it asks you, do you want to open this thing in VS Code? So you just click on this and it will pop it up on VS Code. Look at your project right there. So this project, this is my old project, okay? So it's gonna pop in the new one. But before that, it's asking me to connect this. This is only necessary for folks that are running it with VS Code. But if you're gonna be running with the browser, you're not gonna be asked to copy any one of these. So I'm gonna click copy and close this old project, open this. So this is the project. Is actually loading right now on my VS Code. Now I'm being asked to enter that password, that key that I just copied. I'm going to paste that here and click enter, and it will be connected for me, and all the project structure will be loaded. I'm going to say yes to this, trust all of this. So these are all the things that makes for this project. Now it's going ahead to run yarn, build and yarn install. Yarn install, yarn build, and yarn start to start up my application. Okay, and once it is fully started, it's gonna be as if this piece of project is running on my local machine, but at the same time it's not running on my local machine, it's running on the server. And that is absolutely amazing. Okay, and it's going to be so important because, for example, if you're running tests, if you're writing smart test-driven development, there seems to be a whole lot of test cases, and they normally involve a lot of computing powers. Okay, so if you're using something like 4 gig RAM, an old Windows computer or something, poor in CPU or computing power, you're going to feel that delay. That delay is very annoying. So with these sort of things, you can run all your tests. I hope I have tests on this project. Yes, I do have a lot of tests on this project. I could run this thing, and this can be very fast without me having to waste time or do anything. So before I proceed, I'm going to run this test to first show you this. To run it, the first thing you need to do is to yarn hard hat node. Okay, this is executed to spin up my node server. You can see that there. I'm going to split this and run my yarn. I'm going to run my yarn hard hat test. Once I execute this should download the compiler and actually run all my tests to see how fast it is without any form of hiccups. All that thing is happening at a lightning speed because I'm not depending on my CPU performance to run this, but I'm depending on the one on the server. This computer is only serving as an intermediary, like an interfacer, okay, between the cloud computer and my code. Okay, so that is what is happening right now. So you can see all my code have been run successfully, very fast. And I'm going to go back here to clear this, run that again so that everything will be from scratch. Now clear this, and we deploy that smart contract now to this server. All of these are on the web. Okay, so I'm going to do yarn hard hat run script /cedar. I have a certain script called cedar here, which goes about populating the app, the Airbnb, just creating some apartment and adding it up for me without me having to add them one after the other because I don't have that time. Cedar.js, and yeah, I just run this. Okay, so he's saying that hard hat. So I had that run script. I didn't spell that hard hat correctly, so I'm going to clear that. Come here again, run hard hat. Okay, so run that, and it goes about. You see how it deploys it to the network very fast. If you use your local computer and it's a poor performance computer, it's going to take a while to run all these things. This means that you don't need to You don't need to say that I don't have a strong computer, I don't have a performant computer to go into blockchain development anymore, because this can really help you to do your blockchain application, write your blockchain apps and all of those things without hindrances anymore, because you have the computer and you have the computer power right now to do all that kind of stuff. So next, I'm going to I've deployed it to the network. Now I'm going to start my application. Start. Okay. And see, it started, and it's actually starting like a local host development. This is because I'm using this is happening because I'm using this VS Code, okay, on Mac precisely, because I've tested it on Windows computer, and on the browser version it often doesn't give me this advantage, but on my Mac computer it just gives me this advantage, making it look like I'm actually writing this code on my local machine, but it's actually on the server. It's a rerouting mechanism that is being put in place here to ensure that this works great. So second thing, I have to first make sure that I log in with my MetaMask wallet. Okay, I'm going to teach you something essential here. Even at this, it's not going to show up. Why? Because you're not on the right network. And again, I can't use this local network here. Okay, I can't use this local network here because there is no connection. Let me show you something here. When you come to this exposed port, okay, let me show you this exposed port. You look at this port. This was supposed to be the port where I can access my blockchain service, okay, which is the hard node server. Okay, but since this is actually on private, and this is the root or the address that it can be accessed, I can't use this one this way. Instead, what I'm going to do is to make sure that this is public. This particular blockchain service is public, and you can see now it's public. And then I'll copy this address, come to MetaMask, click here, okay, cancel this, okay, go to here, add. We're going to come and say we want to add network. Okay, this is the trick. Come to add network manually. Call this Gitpod local host. Let's call it local host. Okay, and the RPC URL is not going to be that local host like you've done before. Now it's going to be this particular address. This is going to be what the local host address. Okay, and then you want to say, okay, you want to give this is the chain ID for hard hat node server, and then the currency is going to be ETH, of course, and these are the information that makes up for this particular network network data, okay, for setting up the network. I'm going to save that, and you can see that my app has been restarted. You can see all the app that this particular work is being listed on this chain. Okay, the smart contract is available on this chain. That's why it's loading up all this application. I mean, all this building our apartment that were loaded into this place. So I'm going to click on one of them, and you can see their information and all of those sort of cool features. Okay, so now that is loaded, one more thing that you need to do is that like these are accounts that have already preloaded with some ethers. Let me come here. Look at this account. These are local host account because they are still the same thing. Okay, but for you may not have any account with ethers right now. So I'm going to just show you one example of how to do it. To make sure you import your account, and to do that, come to the terminal, okay, copy any one of these private key. I'm going to copy like the last one, but I'm still going to remove it though. But I'm just going to copy this last one, the private key of this last one. I copy it, come to the browser, go here, and click on this icon, go to import account, paste that private key, and click import. While that is happening, that is basically how you import accounts, and onto your MetaMask wallet, so that can be utilized. Now I'm going to switch to this specific account, and let me perform some kind of a transaction. Okay, let us delete this specific apartment and see. Okay, apartment number 7, confirm deletion. And you can see that it's been approved and that apartment has been deleted from the smart contract. Okay, so basically that is how you perform all of these sort of acts, using this account. So another example we can do is try editing the price. Come to this and let's give it 6 instead. Give it something like Thailand, and let's confirm updates. And you can see add confirm, and it's been added. Okay, you can see the where it is located is in Thailand, and the price is now 6 0.06 ETH per night. So basically this is how you build and code this particular smart contract. Okay, so anything you do here, it will be affected there as well. Like right now I could come and say, I could change this and say I want it to become like this. Okay, this is the code that I'm changing, the code on this server, this platform. I could say, are you sure you want to delete apartment, and then add the apartment ID, apartment 7 or whatever. So I say yes, save that, and then now when I click on this, for example, I want to delete this one, and I say delete. You can see apartment 2 now, right? So instantly, without even me refreshing, all of those things are right there functioning together. I say apartment 1. So this is how you get this whole thing together, and you can use this to do your development online without any hassle. Okay, before we go, this is what you need to do to stop this workspace from running, so that you will not have your free credit unit exhausted. Okay, what you need to do is to come to this place, and you can click on more action and just stop the workspace. I'm going to come here, and I want to push this project. You can see like I have this set of changes. I want to push it to GitHub. I want to do GitHub status. All right, and you can see this untracked files. So I'm going to do git add all of them, and they'll be added. I'm going to say git commit with a message. Let's just say updates blockchain service and room component. Okay, that has been entered. Now let's git push this, and you can see this is pushing directly to my GitHub repository. Isn't that beautiful? And all of this has been tracked now. If I come to this place, this is my file right now. You can see the last time I did any commit was 2 weeks ago or so on this project. So let's refresh it, and you can see now, you can see that this thing has just been updated now. This is how cool it is to do this there. And let me close this to this workspace and click more action and stop the workspace, or open in browser. Okay, so I'm opening it in browser. You can see how it's also giving me access to use this work on the browser itself. Isn't this beautiful? Like I could use it on the browser, I could use it on, you can see this is already up and running, and although there is port here, okay, which works the same thing as that expose port, I could just click here, visit this place, and this is my app right here. Okay, or I could just use this one here, this expose port, okay, and just visit this place, and you can see this one is giving me localhost. Meanwhile, this one is giving me like the address itself. So that kind of some differences between them all. Okay, so that's some differences between them all. So that is it for this tutorial. I hope you found all of this really valuable. And if you do, smash that like and subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.